Hey everybody, it's April 16th, 2019. We timed that perfectly. It's the Game Ranks live show.
Surprised me.
Hello, yes, did I startle you?
You did.
It's me, Jake Baldino. I'm joined as always by Andrew Gebbia here on the chair. And over in the control booth, which is literally just 2 feet over there, and it's a shitty computer.
It's a shitty desk, 2 feet over higher.
Tom Johnson. Hey, that's good. They're breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Oh, fuck. Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Well, welcome to the Game Ranks live show. If you're new, this is every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. We talk about the newest video game news. We talk to you guys in the chat when we can keep up with it. We give away some free games. And we talk about what we've been playing. And we also talk about garbage, disgusting food. Like, what do you do? What's wrong with your...
I don't like stickers on things.
The sticker that identifies what the beverage is?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay. Well, what do you guys want to talk about? How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
I already asked you that, but I really want to know.
Good.
I'm all confused because I'm like still in not vacation mode because it was barely vacation, but just disrespect your surroundings. Yeah, I did. I did Star Wars Celebration. It was great. It was a good time. Star Wars is alive and well and so much fun. I bought a General Grievous action figure.
Yeah, I almost bought it on Amazon, but it was like $60.
Really? Yeah, man. Yeah, I was very happy to get it.
Darth Maul is like $200 right
Really?
The original one?
Like the one that like they put out for Star Wars Celebration, the archive package.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that is
Yeah, I can see
the
it.
older one, but just in the new like
It's the
Phantom
one-
Menace archive packaging, right?
Possibly because when I was at Toy Fair, they were showing me all of them, and they said for a bunch of them they're doing like resculpted updates.
Okay. Okay.
So like they're putting out fixes for like the flight suit. Luke, that was one of the first ones to come out. He has a better face. It's not all jacked up and shitty now.
So the ones that look bad, they're fixing. All right. Cool.
Shout out to Star Wars Celebration. There was like a toy guy, like a toy reseller in a booth. There was a lot of those. He was right across from the Hasbro booth, and he had in his booth, he had one of those limited edition Phantom Menace packaging Obi-Wans. And I was like, wow, you got that? How much? He goes, $100. I'm like, you were here early because you work here. You went over there and bought it, and now you're selling it over here. You shouldn't even go here.
It shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, he was like, you want it, don't you? I was like,
Yeah, I want it.
I do, but I'm going to walk away because that's too much money.
This is somewhat off topic, more for personal gain. Do they make a Mara Jade Black Series?
Yes.
No, they don't. Not in size.
Jaina Solo.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
Okay.
Jaina Solo, no Mara Jade.
I don't give a shit
Which,
about Jaina Solo. I want Mara Jade.
Yeah, Mara Jade's way better. That's why when they made her, I was like, why didn't they do Mara Jade?
I got really excited because I was like, oh, wow, that's like really EU.
Yes.
And then I was like, but it's not Mara Jade. Are you sure? I'm going to double check.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. Tom's on it. But so you had fun at Star Wars Celebration? Did you get to do anything cool? Was it more of just like walking around,
Just looking
taking
around,
in the sights? And
checking out cool cosplayers. I saw the guy that plays
Are
Chewbacca.
people at Star Wars Celebration just as mean and nasty as the Star Wars fans on Twitter?
No, everybody's like totally cool.
Oh,
and
wow,
happy.
so the real people are fine.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I got to see the new guy that plays Chewbacca.
He
that was
seems
cool.
like the most
I
excited
know,
guy.
He's
right?
like normal European dude.
He
Yeah.
looks so happy to be
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
was-
seems
that was
hyped.
cool. I ate Chicago pizza, which I got a
Wait,
lot to say about that.
you didn't go to Portillo's.
I don't want anyone in the comments to yell at me about that, because that'll be a shit show. But you want to get right into the news? Let's get into this stuff. There's a lot of.
I didn't play anything new.
Wait.
I didn't. No, I'm telling. I didn't play anything new.
Did I play anything new? I played
Oh,
World War
actually,
Z.
I did play games.
Hold on, Jake.
Hold on, we're a
You
mess.
and I played a very important game
We did?
called Islanders.
Oh, I didn't get to play a lot of
I thought
this.
you
This
did.
is mostly you.
I played like 6 hours.
When did you play this?
So this is a
Oh.
this is a city builder game, but not really. I like
Yeah.
city builder games, but I think the spin here is interesting.
It's more of a puzzle game.
Pitch it, Daddy. Pitch it.
So basically, like you're dropping items every time they give you a choice to pick something. Not items, structures, and they have like parameters that give them more points where you place them. And you're just trying to keep racking those points up to fill the meter at the bottom to move on to the next island.
Yeah, it's a very like different approach to it,
Yeah.
but it seems very like relaxing and fun and more of like a
But
puzzle.
You get further into it, and I'm like, all right, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because everywhere I place this, like, subtracts points because it conflicts with everything else.
Do you get straight up stuck? Can that happen?
No, because if you'll just run out of points, like you just won't meet you'll run out of items, but you won't meet the point goal, which is like, all right, game over. Like there is a
Yeah.
fail safe. And it's more of a seeing how far you can get with a run because everything is proc gen, like everything is procedurally generated. So it's different every playthrough.
Fix your mic a little bit. I think it does look really interesting in terms of. I hate to say it, but I almost mean it for a compliment for this. Is I think I'd rather play this on the phone. Like it just looks very easy. Like get up and.
I was thinking like tablet. Where are you playing this?
The
You playing this
receiver
on
died.
The receiver on the mic died?
Yeah, but I brought extra batteries.
Hey, it was good to be hooked up.
But yeah, so everything's proc gen, and so sometimes you'll get to play for 25 minutes and keep going and keep going and keep going. But other times we'll be like, all right, second island, I'm just fucked. Let's do this. So it really is luck of the draw. Like you learn the strategies as you go through.
Okay.
But there's no sure way to make your way through it.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And you're not worried about building water towers and electric poles every five.
Nope.
5
You're
feet.
just checking ranges. Like if you see when this restarts, when you place a structure, it has a radius around it where you can, that's your point radius. So if there's something that conflicts with it, to subtract points, it has to be outside of that, or if it adds, and it's very surface value with all of that information, surface level. I mean, not surface value. So it's been very interesting to play and see. I want to play way more of it. I wish it was on a phone or my laptop, because I could play this all the time.
Yeah, that definitely. And it's cheap, right? It's cheap as hell. Apparently, we're still getting some noise issues. By the way,
$5. Let's see. Oh, I should be on. What have you been playing?
I have been playing. Is it you? Is it your Adidas?
It might be my. I was
swishy jacket.
I was playing with my beard
That's
the whole
probably
time.
what it was. People are like, "What the fuck?"
We also had a spotty connection issue a while ago that kind of fucked everything up.
Also, sorry to people who were like, "R.I.P. ears." When you did do the switch, it must have done
Popped.
that loud.
Possibly. Yeah, the receiver fucks everything up.
Classic.
The color palette in that game on the islands that are bare very much remind me of Sea of Thieves. Bright, blinding green.
And it's great because those terrains, you can't plant farms on certain things. So cities are better suited to other
What's
stuff.
that game called?
Islanders, and it's I got it for $4.50 on Steam.
The hockey team.
I'm gonna check that out.
There's a Rangers office, Jacob, about these.
Sorry.
Also, really quick, I didn't tell Tom I played it, so he didn't have footage prepared. But Risk of Rain 2 is really fucking good.
Shout out to Risk of Rain.
This game?
You got the trailer.
I listened to the
dude.
things that you say.
All right,
Daddy.
well, thanks for being a good friend.
So I have no idea.
I've never even seen this trailer.
So I didn't play Risk of Rain the first one. I kind of had no idea what it was. I spent 3 or 4 hours playing it with Steve Spawn from Halo Gamers, on stream. Friend of the show. And really fun game. It's pretty much like a roguelike game where you're dropped into this world and you kill as many enemies as you can. Killing enemies gets you gold, and you spend that gold on chests, and those chests drop buffs to your character. So you can drop something that causes bleed damage, something that causes poison damage. You can drop something that on every kill you get health back, and they stack too.
This has been very interesting to see, just looking at this right now, because it's so different from the Risk of Rain 1 template.
Yeah.
As far as gameplay goes.
Yeah.
It's very. I recognize that dude.
Yeah, the main dude.
The little.
Is that Mysterio?
That's
Mysterio.
Risk O-Rain.
Yeah, that's Risk. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that his name? No, it's
No.
not.
His name's actually Rick Risk.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it
I
is.
would have played the game if that were his name.
But yeah, so what's cool about it is, I was saying, all those things stack. So if you get 3 of the little lances that cause bleed damage, it'll stack 3 times. And that goes for, I think, every buff. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But the whole point is to, like I said, run around. The enemies keep spawning, kill as many as you can, get as much gold as you can, get as much buffs as you can. And then you find the teleporter on the map and you spawn in the boss. And then after killing the boss, that gets you to the next level. And then you just keep going for as long as you can. So my first run was 45 minutes long. And then I died, and then you start all over. And there's it's an early access as well, and it's a very solid early access experience, very similar to how Dead Cells just was essentially just out.
Yeah.
There are different characters. I have 3 of them so far, and all 3 control drastically different, which is really cool too. And then there are I think there are 6 in the early access version of the game. I could be wrong, but it's cool that's what you have to work towards, is unlocking new characters. And
Okay.
like I said, the 3 characters I've played all played very different from the other ones.
How much is it?
20
Probably
bucks,
20
25
bucks,
bucks,
yeah, right.
I would say. Very fun. If you are going to get it, definitely try to convince some friends to get it along with you.
That was the
'cause
same way with Risk of
the
Rain
first
1.
one, okay, because I did have fun playing by myself, but then playing with Steve on Friday really changed the game for me. Like I liked it a lot more playing with someone else. But yeah, fun little game. I can't wait to get the other characters, and I can't wait for it to come out of early access because that means I'm sure more levels, more bosses, more heroes or characters or whatever the hell they call them. But really good, and it controls pretty good as well. Like pretty solid controls for mouse and keyboard. The Huntress, the lady with the bow, that's like my favorite.
Some people did ask if this was sponsored. This isn't sponsored.
This isn't sponsored.
No, I
the
just
game.
like this game.
Andrew just likes it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Did Adult Swim publish the first one, or am I making that up?
I don't think so. But
No?
I
I don't know,
could
I
be
thought they
wrong
did.
because their early stuff was
Yeah.
hit or miss. I don't remember.
But no, it's cool. I only have a few hours in, but definitely gonna be my I got 30 minutes to kill. Let me do a run of Risk of Rain type game. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's on my radar now because of you.
Yeah, it's cool.
So.
It's fun.
I might check it out at some point, if I can find people to play with.
It's fun.
The only other thing I played, I only just touched. I've only played it today for 3 rounds. World War Z.
You did the
And-
multiplayer mode, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the multiplayer mode?
So it's
Is it just
essentially
the
4v4
competitive
type
modes.
thing? Oh, it's competitive.
Competitive modes with the horde mechanic.
So you're fighting dudes while zombies are coming at
Yes.
Can you do something to send the horde towards the opposing team?
It seems like they're triggered at certain points, and it changes up the round. I mostly played a
Okay.
domination mode.
Okay.
And at certain points, if you make too much noise or if certain things are contested, it seems like it triggers
The horde.
a flow of zombies running by and kind of shaking things up.
It would be cool if you could strategically use it to your advantage to
Yeah.
send it after the other team or in the direct like throw a grenade or something
Yeah.
past the the team that you're fighting just
Yeah.
to cause the explosion and send
So
them,
far, it seems like I've just been I see it happen, and I'm like, oh, there's enemies over there. Okay, good. I'm just gonna leave, and I just ran away, and I
How
saw
do-
a bunch of people die.
how does it control?
It's so simple.
Does the
so
shooting
far.
feel good though?
It feels fine. It feels like
okay.
an okay third-person shooter.
Okay, I'll take fine.
But it seems like fun when you shoot zombies and headshot them and stuff. It's pretty easy to mow them down. Guns are pretty decent. That's really all I have so far, honestly. I need to play a lot more of it before I can make a judgment call on it.
Yeah.
We will have a before we buy out once I really get a feel for it. It's not boring, though. I see some people thinking it looks like shit, it looks like boring, but
I've seen it's been very polarizing from what I've seen. People either are really into it or they really don't.
very early impressions seem like it's good. It's simple, but I think it's effective for what it is. But I like I said, I need to play it a lot more. So
I think it looks awesome, and I fall when they first got announced, I was like, okay.
yeah,
Like,
I
do
was
we
too. I
really-
was like,
do
I don't
we-
give a shit.
Yeah. But then after we got the first look at gameplay and they put out more and more trailers, I was more and more into it and more excited to play.
Cool.
Shout out to Alucard Deagle 666 yelling that this is clickbait. If you've ever watched this show, it's an hour-long show where we talk about news, things we've been playing.
A lot happens in an hour.
You don't
Yes.
start the show with a showstopper.
Exactly. So just catching up to Eamon Sullivan super chat. Thank you very much. Again, you don't need to throw us money about topics we're going to talk about anyway, but we appreciate it. Also,
Thank you.
Rolando De Leon and our friend with the Cyrillic name that I cannot pronounce. Very, very happy to have him in here. Really appreciate that. But Rolando De Leon asks, what do you guys think or should be on the next Dragon Age if there is one?
This is you two. I don't.
Yeah, all I'll
I
say
don't
is
care.
there is a really
Yeah.
interesting report. It followed up that Anthem report about what the deal is in BioWare internally. Check that out because it goes into detail in what they were trying to make the next Dragon Age, and then they had to possibly scrap it because everybody had to work on Anthem.
Yeah.
And now they're making something that's more of like a games as a service game.
Ooh, really?
So check that out. Read into that.
I need to read that.
It's
because that sounds
it's
wild.
fascinating. It's another deep dive, but it does actually go into some stuff about like little details about what the angle was going to be for the next Dragon Age game, and I don't know
Like
a lot
the
about.
original.
Yeah, and I don't know about
Yeah.
Dragon Age lore that much, so to me, I was just like, oh, okay.
I
But
didn't finish Inquisition. I fell off
I didn't
pretty
either.
hard.
I didn't either, but I thought it was good. Now, have you played anything else?
No, just Islanders, pretty much.
Okay. All right, cool. So let's give away a game, and then we'll get into the news.
Sure.
How about that? So, Giveaway, if you're new here, it seems like a lot of you guys are new here because you're shouting at us. Fastest fingers, whoever types in this code gets it first. If for some reason you feel like you're missing out, you're watching the archive version later on our YouTube channel on the playlist, there's a link to our Friday show giveaway, so you can still get in on the action. But today we're giving away a PC game and a Steam game, a PC game and a Switch game.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Nintendo Switch. This is Splatoon 2, a game that we think still has a lot of life in it. Go get it. Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Enjoy your free game. Thanks for screaming at us.
Salmon Rush mode is still the best.
What's that?
That's
It's like their
I
horde
never
mode.
played Splatoon.
It's fun. It's like their horde mode, pretty much.
It's essentially and it's cool because it's almost got like a little bit of element of like a basketball to it, like a grab and
Fighting
run.
salmon.
Actually, no, not really.
Are you fighting fish?
No, you're fighting like.
I don't know why it's called that. I
Yeah.
played it once. I played it at E3, like before Splatoon was out, and it was a lot of fun. And that's really all I have to go on, but it was cool, fun game.
Also, the Entertaining Six just randomly asked in the chat, and since we're waiting for someone to redeem this, hey guys, quick question: is Burnout Paradise good?
I just reinstalled it this past weekend.
Hey, that's a very good video game.
I think
I
it's
think
on
we're
sale
good
now.
because people have posted about 100 times in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Cthulhu for giving the knowledge there. Thank you.
What's up, Cthulhu?
So, also Robin in Super Chat, thank you, says, last week Andy was my Division 2 character. Today Tom is my Wildlands one.
Hey!
You can look like that in Wildlands?
Apparently.
That's impressive.
I feel like I still kind of look like a Division character.
You absolutely
Like-
do.
Well, a Division 1 character.
Yeah, with jackets and layers.
All right, so just looking at the chat.
What
Ja-
makes me look like a Division character? I'm talking to Tom. You can.
The beard, the track jacket, the hat.
Is that all it is? Just
Just dress like an East Coast person.
Oh,
Okay.
Brolio says, thoughts on Sony blocking Destiny account transfer.
oh my God!
I dropped
oh.
this in chat one last night.
Yeah, I sent it to everyone I know, and everyone was just as fucking mad as I was.
Said before, I'd say they're going to pay an unreasonable amount of money to just have all of my stuff.
Same.
Like, just give me my vault.
Same.
Like, just give me...
I would just pay the money to get my Midnight Coupe off of my PS4 character to my PC character. Is it Coupe or Coup?
Coup.
Coup. My Midnight Coupe.
Also, we're catching up with Super Chat more. Sorry. Catatonic, thank you. He said pizza's on him. Also, Pay the Ghost, his Super Chat disappeared, but thank you for that.
Oh, Dr. Ziegler says, do you guys think Final Fantasy VII will be on PS5? I am personally of the belief that game is never coming out, but if it comes out, I think it's going to be on PS5.
What
The
are
Final
we-
Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know what
Easily
the
a
deal.
PS5 game.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard anything for a long
Yeah,
time.
Since they scrapped it all, they're like, we're hired all new people.
It's been a while.
This one guy, 95, and David Gross, both of you, thank you for the super chats. Appreciate that. John Almost just in the regular chat says, I think Dragon Age Inquisition should have had Trespasser included. It's the real ending. I do agree with that. Apparently that was like the game at its best by that point. All right, let's move on to some real old video game news. The first thing is kind of a surprise. I didn't expect this morning. I woke up to this.
Yeah.
The Wired news about PlayStation, the next
cool.
PlayStation. So, Wired was able to. What the fuck are you playing? What is this?
PlayStation promos. That's right.
Okay.
Is this PSP?
No,
This is PS3.
Oh.
That is PS2, but it's for
This is PS2?
This is for PS9. Yeah, but way to derail the show.
So you derailed it by
Wait,
choosing to play this.
Did you put the baby on here?
I didn't put the baby
Oh,
on here because
thanks.
it doesn't play as well without the sound.
Thank God.
So maybe take this away for a minute. Fuck this. Get this on here. Oh, Jesus. So PlayStation 5, Wired was able to go to Sony and allowed access, and they interviewed Mark Cerny, and they got to actually go in depth and get on the record information about the PlayStation 5. So a lot of this stuff has actually confirmed rumors, but now it's legit.
It seemed like they just were like in a room with a dev kit, and you're just like, "Yo, check this out."
Pretty much, which is really interesting. So
It seemed like the teacher in high school that everyone had, who's like, "I'm not supposed to show you guys this, but whatever."
but it's also Mark Cerny, so he's not really like your teacher. He's more like your like cool
Yeah.
anime uncle. Which I don't know what that is. I've never had one. So let me give you guys a rundown real quick of specifically what. So we got a breakdown of graphics, architecture. They say ray tracing capable, but that's up for debate. A lot of people don't think that's going to be the case. So it is a CPU. The CPU is a variant of AMD's 3rd gen Ryzen.
Okay.
And a GPU the GPU is a custom version of Radeon's Navi line. So they say that GPU technically is capable of ray tracing, and they did say that the console will eventually support 8K displays, which I literally don't care about. Give me 1440
Yeah, give me
stable
1440 60.
Jesus Christ. So the couple of other little takeaways. Backwards compatibility is going to be a thing. It's building off of the architecture and the design and framework of the PlayStation 4. So backwards compatibility will be a thing. It's also not going to be an all-digital machine.
Did you just mention PSVR support?
No, I was getting to that.
Oh, I've seen that bundle with the
Yes.
backwards compatibility. My bad.
That is okay. So yeah, that's a good point. So
Yeah.
they did say that they are. He got cute about making like a new PSVR, but he did say that it's very important to them. Sold 4 million units, and that it's going to work with the next PlayStation.
Just update the controllers, man.
It's also going to be like I was going to a second ago. It's going to be it's going to have a disk drive or something. It's going to have physical media. It's not going to be an all-digital console, which I think is huge. And there was
Praise be to Shuhei.
yes, thank you for that. And I think that's pretty interesting. What do you guys? Any takeaways? Like initial first reactions?
Cool. I'm still not in. I'm still not in next gen mode.
I'm not either.
You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to like take in this information and like actually be able to like speak to it. Not being all digital, awesome. The backwards compatibility is awesome. Like I think that's really cool. Especially because I can't imagine too much of a difference between like most PS4 and late PS4 and early PS5 games. So it's cool to.
I've been sorting out back-end issues and keeping up with chat. Did you guys talk about the load demonstration he did?
Oh, that was the
no.
last thing. The most important
Yeah.
thing. Solid state drive, pretty much confirmed. It wouldn't specify what type of SSD or what brand, anything like that, any specs about it. But it will have an SSD of some sort, and it will drastically improve load times to the point where he got a demonstration in person there.
Yeah, they did Spider-Man, and it went from 15 seconds to 0.8 seconds
For fast traveling.
fast
across
traveling.
the map.
Which is
Which is
excellent.
buck wild.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's excellent.
That is a huge jump.
How big do you think this box is going to be?
The actual box itself?
Yeah.
Imagine they go back to like the thick boy PS3.
Just make it like the Xbox One original.
Oh god.
Jean or Jean in the chat says, give us 4K 60 FPS stable. You know, something like 4K, like how Forza 7 was on Xbox One X, but for all titles.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Yeah.
I would like to see them use that hardware.
Do you guys prefer a higher frame rate or a better resolution?
Oh, boy.
higher
Depends on the
resolution?
game.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So for Uncharted, I would prefer, like games like Uncharted, I would prefer like a higher resolution.
Yeah?
Like
okay.
if those are locked at 30, I don't care. But for like something like a shooter or something like that, like
You prefer
I prefer 60.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm the same.
Especially after playing Destiny for so many years, locked at 30, and then switching over to PC.
Yeah. Mine, yeah. It's game changing.
Yeah.
But
But what do you guys hope to see out of a console like this?
So what I would like to see, honestly, like I know you just brought up frame rate versus resolution. I think that there has been a lot of focus and a lot of marketing on frame rate. I'd like to see the next generation focus on stability.
A ton of the chat, by the way, all of them are saying frame rate.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm team frame rate.
But I think I would really like to see like 4K for the consoles has kind of been a marketing push. It's been a buzzword. 4K, 4K, 4K. Even though
that's all
technically
checkerboarded?
it's all checkerboard. It's not really all 4K. But I would like to really see them, instead of for the next gen console, be like, all right, we're going to double down on marketing 4K again. They can double down on stability. They can make stability. They can make 60 FPS sexy, I think. Because at first we had the hardcore people that only cared about high resolution. They brought it to the mainstream and said, hey, everybody, go out and buy a TV where you can get nice resolution. Yeah. So Joey Bag of Donuts was like, my TV is high resolution. Now we can have Joey Bag of Donuts be like, my console plays 60 FPS, you know? Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
I think that can like definitely be a popularized thing.
I get what you're saying.
I forgot where I was going with this. But the backwards compatibility angle is very interesting. But what I'm thinking is, how far are they going to stray from this original like dev kit that they're showing off between now and release? Because like they have to keep it around $500. It's shown that if you go above that, like with the PS3, they tanked hard.
Apparently a lot of teams are already working on it. That's what Sony said. Like the dev kit is out there in people's hands, so maybe they won't stray much. Yeah. Like maybe this is it. What I'm curious to see is like the little intricacies, the software stuff. any little tricks it has, any input stuff that it has that are considered new tricks or even gimmicks, you know? I think Sony has an issue with some things sticking in terms of like hardware introductions. Like I always bring up the touchpad. I think the touchpad is a good example on the DualShock 4. I think that thing had a lot more potential, but you just didn't see a lot of developers embrace it. Maybe the technology was more limited. Maybe it just never found its footing. I don't know, but I just want to see more stuff that they put on this thing, like bells and whistles that could actually stick and actually improve how you play a game.
Yeah. Well, user experience is like the number one thing, right? Like, they're always gonna throw in some weird gimmick. I'm hoping they do like some, like at least a decent controller update, because if you really think about it, like the DualShock 4 is only a minor improvement, and it's been like I'm working on a video that's kind of about something like this right now, but like the DualShock 1 through 3 were identical.
Yeah.
Like shape and function-wise, like this is the first time we've done it. So if they keep trying to change with the input method, that could be interesting as well.
I would like to see what they could do with upgrading the touchpad. Do you think they would go as far to make it like a full touch
They're either going
screen?
to go in one of two directions, which is get rid of it completely.
Yeah.
No, they can't get rid of it because of backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battery life. I don't know. Something just make the battery life better.
Make it not last 3 hours.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this? Where is he in the chat? I lost him.
Yo, and they showed Deep Down in this original reveal for like the
God,
PS4.
that game that never came out. Somebody in the chat was like, "Hey, what is this game?" When we had Death Stranding up, I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
I picked that game in particular because that's probably going to be a PS5 game.
That was another part of the interview where that was brought up, and Cerny was coy about it. I think we would see Death.
Fucking would be.
I think we would see Death Stranding be a both type thing.
Yeah, they mentioned that
And that's wishful thinking.
Their transition would be smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess all the big titles that are going to come out around the time of release would be on both consoles.
Yeah. Cygnus Orb, thank you for the super chat, dude.
Thank you.
He says he went to school with Joey Bag of Donuts and he was a cool guy. Don't hate on Joey Bag of Yo, honestly, Joey Bag of Donuts, like, that's literally everybody where we live. Like, we are Joey Bag of Donuts. It's in New York.
Yeah, for real.
Yes. So I think this is exciting as people who just talk about and obsess about this shit all day. But I do still feel like it's like a little soon.
Just wait until you see, Jake, when they show you how good Knack 3 looks on it.
Oh, baby, give me that Knack 3.
When Mark Cerny's like, I made the PS5 with Knack 3 in mind.
With Knack 3 built into the OS. It's baked in Knack 3. That's what I want. KS Man 24 in the chat says PS5 is missing something. And I would say, yeah, as of right now, it does sound like it's missing something. I'm sure that'll be something that's like in the reveal. Red_orange says, no, it's not soon. And, you know, he's right. We didn't really clarify, but this thing isn't going to actually be seen until
next year, right?
2020.
Yeah.
So, and that's, you know, is it going to drop in 2020 or no?
I would say yes. I would.
With the rate Sony, what is it? Xbox is working.
Yeah.
They're going to have to be competitive.
Yeah.
Nelson keeps spamming in the chat, will PS4 SCUF controllers work on PS5? Sounds like he has one and he's really concerned because he wrote it like 8 times. I would assume a lot of hardware would be backwards compatible. I mean, if the PSVR can be backwards compatible for this thing, it's essentially USB, Bluetooth. What other tech is in a SCUF controller?
I mean, I would say if the PS4 controller is backwards compatible, why wouldn't that one be?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's
We also don't know.
No, we don't know for sure. Do not take our word as gospel. Tom Brown says, I don't think it's too soon, but people are still buying PS4s, so there's that. And honestly, yeah, I feel the same way. Milik Oi in the super chat, thank you. He says, quick thoughts on Days Gone.
Looks like a zombie game.
Looks good.
Yeah, I'm very
review
excited.
Copies are out in the wild. We don't have one.
Yeah.
So
People have that already?
Yeah, expect it
Yeah, I
before
had
you
it last
buy.
week.
Expect it before you buy. Pretty after release. So that's. I don't know. Bill the Real says, isn't $1,000 a bit high for a gaming console?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know if it's going to cost $1,000. I don't.
There's
definitely.
no way
There's
it
no way in
does.
hell.
Where
I
is
think
that? Where is that price coming
He
from?
may have seen that in someone else in the chat.
Okay.
Something like that.
There's no way it's going to cost $1,000.
Especially after
There
the
was a
PS3.
rumor. There was something on Twitter earlier today. There was like some sort of discourse about it, where people are like, I saw someone like being like, hey, people pay $1,000 for a phone, but then when it's a console, if it's $500, they freak out.
Well, I think it's different because, and I always bring this up, anytime like someone brings up the cost of a phone, 9 out of 10 people aren't actually paying $1,000
subsidized.
for the phone. Most people are doing a payment plan, and then they're trading it in after a year, which means they technically only end up paying $500 to $600 for that
Yeah.
phone.
Also, all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
same things were being said when the Xbox One was like in the works, and
Yeah.
sorry, the Xbox One X
Yeah.
was in the works, and people were like, "Oh, if it has all this hardware, it's got to be $1,000." Like,
no
no,
way.
they know better. They know that'll tank.
If the PS5 is going to be like a chunky boy and full of hardware, I can see it being $500 to $600, but I can't see it being any higher. I can't see it being higher than $600.
No.
Because at that point, you can just start arguing like, okay, save up a few more $100, get yourself
PC.
get yourself a gaming piece. You know what I mean? Like they have to keep the pricing competitive as well to keep people playing on consoles and not being a few $100s away from just getting a decent like gaming PC that's going to run games at the same rate or better.
9Cougar31787 in the chat says they will not relive the PS3 cost controversy, and I think he's right. I mean, corporations change.
What was that, $650?
Leadership changes, but
It
that
was
thing
$600
was
to start.
yeah, that shit was expensive, and that shot itself in the foot in a lot of ways for the early
no,
launch.
it did.
Between that and them coming out after the Xbox,
Yeah.
it fucked them real big.
Yeah, like I said, I can't see it being any more than 6. 6 would be the highest, I think. You know?
Yeah, I'm really curious to see where this goes. It's such like a weird time.
Yeah, no, it is. We're entering a new console generation, which is always just like scary, I guess, because you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what's gonna happen until you actually like see it for real. You know?
You have no idea. Yeah. There was that one other thing I did want to touch on the interview about.
NAC 3.
No, audio technology, high definition audio,
Yes.
and using some of the processing power towards powering more three-dimensional audio
Saw that.
and trying to push boundaries there a little bit. I appreciate stuff like that because it's different. And the way Mark Cerny was like, hey, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, PS3 to PS4, the audio is exactly the same. Like, how do we change that? So I think that's cool. That's a cool approach.
No, definitely
something different.
Yeah, smart.
Super chat also, a great point. Thank you. He says, not everybody buys a high-end $1,000 phone. Got my phone for $250 in 2017. Honestly, don't see me buying new until it breaks, unless it breaks. And I think that goes to say with people who are like, well, why don't you just get a PC? It's the best thing ever. It's not even not everybody can afford it. It's some people just don't want to.
No, but I was arguing against more like if you're gonna price it high,
going for
it has to
power.
be competitive.
Yeah,
like
you're right.
If you're only $300 away from getting a gaming PC, I feel like a lot of people will just be like, okay, well, only a few $100 more, and I can get what everyone seems to say is like the better way to play. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I know not everyone's running out and buying the $1,000 iPhones. So you know, I just meant more of like the people that do most don't actually spend.
Also, I wonder how many people, will like PCs are on the rise. Like PCs popular.
Yeah,
But I wonder how many people are straight up buying a PC, or buying all the parts for a PC, or doing it piecemeal and slowly putting it together. You know, so it's a little different because you can almost buy it in installments, or fix up an old one you got.
Yeah, no, definitely. I just like I said, the pricing has to be competitive with that market too.
A lot of people being like, "Oh, what do you mean, like paying $1,000 for a decent PC?" I'm like, if you want anything higher than 1080, like you're not getting like a $500 machine.
Yeah.
for it.
People will argue, and they're right. There are ways you can get that cheaper, but you know, you got to be good, and you got to really like be doing that shit. I think,
especially when you're going for if you're trying to do native 4K.
Yeah, I'm
60,
talking like
it's
baseline,
it gets real expensive real
like
fast.
note trick, someone that knows nothing about gaming. You know, like I'm, you know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, stuff like that.
Anyway,
just also catching up with a little more super chat as well. Zach McBride, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, dude. You're hooking us up. He wanted to buy us pizza. He says pizza's on him. He says, did you guys watch the new episode of Game of Thrones?
Only
no
me.
spoilers. Only you.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it.
Was it cool?
Fan servicey, but good.
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Jake doesn't really watch TV.
I feel like I'm the only. I watch TV.
I don't watch it
You
either.
barely watch TV.
It poisons your brain.
You're a movie guy.
Yeah.
I'm a TV guy.
I'm a TV guy, but like not on television. Like I'll watch like Netflix stuff.
Yeah.
The real question, Junus Rab says, Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Are we like
I don't
even
know.
split? Well, you're wearing fucking Fila's right now.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Adidas and I'm wearing Nike.
Just because I'm wearing it doesn't mean it's the best. I wear Pumas, and I don't think Pumas are the best. However, they're pretty good.
I think Adidas right now, like over the past few years, have been better in terms of silhouettes than Nike has been.
Speaking of
Nike's got
silhouettes,
Jordans, so.
let's take a break real quick.
All right.
We will be right back. We will see you guys in like a minute, 60 seconds,
Talk
not
about
even.
give away some more games.
Yes, we got more games to give away. We got a little bit more gaming news. We'll talk to the chat a little bit more, and we'll see you guys in a second. Hey babies, we're back. It is Tuesday, it is 4 p.m. Eastern, just a little housekeeping. If you are new here, every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is that what they call it? We go live here, talk about new games, talk about what we're playing, give away some games. If you want to watch this later, it's going to be archived on the main YouTube channel page, youtube.com/GameRanksTV. There will be a playlist right there. We've also been alternating game codes, giving out 2 platforms one week, 2 platforms another week, so kind of like everybody gets a shot. Not everyone can watch live. Also, PlayStation 4 codes are kind of up in the air right now because Sony has like stopped allowing the sale of digital codes. So we're trying to figure something out. So just, we're not neglecting anything. Somebody's saying that they can't hear us. I don't know if
It
that's...
should have gone back.
Yeah, it should be good.
There are levels.
No, yeah, we have levels.
Yeah, we're good,
now.
right?
Yeah,
okay.
we're
Sometimes
good.
I just freak out. Pop Collector 99 says, "How was World War Z?" Just catching up. Earlier I talked about it on the show. I only played it for like a second, but it seems like it's fun. It seems simple.
Yeah, I'm gonna check
but
it
it
out
seems
tonight.
fun. Yeah, I'll be on. So
Yeah.
if you're trying to.
Yeah, hit me up.
So we got a giveaway. We got news. Let's get into the next news
Chris
story.
says,
Are you seeing that?
Is there a reason he's dressed like Roman Bellic?
Wait, whom? Me or Jake? Jake's also wearing like.
We're all dressed like
Kind of a
you're
track
like
jacket.
Weird, sketchy shirt. You're in a weird, sketchy jacket. I'm in a weird, sketchy jacket.
I
with
look
a-
like the dude who owns the sketchy strip club. You guys look like the ones who bounce it.
Yeah.
I definitely look like the guy that bought an Assassin's Creed shirt and has been wearing it every day since Brotherhood came out.
Yes.
This thing
That shirt's
is
like
this
10
shirt is
years old.
disgusting.
Ezio's
dude.
starting to disappear.
Yeah, he's like turning into a ghost.
A force ghost, yeah.
Claudia, help me! I am disappearing in my shirt. That was a horrible, horrible impression. Catching up to some super chat real quick. William, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. He says, I've been watching since Rev 3 Games shut down. Yo, remember Rev 3
Revision
Games?
3.
I liked Rev 3 Games a lot. Thank you. He says, if the Switch had streaming apps, could it replace a tablet? Also, he's from Queens. Shout out to Queens. We
I've
love
used the
Queens.
Hulu app on it. It works fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we have an availability of so many other screens out there that are a little bit higher
I think
quality.
the battery life is great for it.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I think that's a good question, but I think maybe the next one, if they beef up the screen or the battery power, one way or the other, possibly. Mango JR in the super chat as well. God, any thoughts on CD Projekt Red confirming no Epic exclusivity for for Cyberpunk 2077?
They're part of GOG or whatever, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a no-brainer.
They'll have that.
I was gonna play it wherever it was.
I was gonna play it wherever it was.
They could have
too.
sold that exclusively in the Microsoft store, and I would have bought it and played it.
God. No, I mean, CD Projekt Red, they're good at scoring points for themselves.
Yep.
They are the people that everybody likes, so that was an easy win for them. All right. Let's see. Hey, Diabolical in the chat says, much love from Chicago. Had your pizza for the first time. It's very filling. It's very filling. I went to the bathroom for like 3 days. Anyway, oh boy. Let's talk about some news. What do you want to talk about first? We got a couple things. We got Knights of the Old Republic. We got the Star Wars Jedi Fallen. Let's talk about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
All right.
So we talked about this last week. Last week was a lot of speculation. Now we've got the official reveal trailer. It's more of a cinematic trailer, and I think it looks cool.
Yeah, Sam.
How'd you feel when he wall ran? In the
I died laughing because it's funny because he's wall running and it's a Respawn game, but it also looks like it's in a Respawn map. And he's running on a wall that looks like it's designed by Respawn because it's like has those like lines on the wall. And I thought that was really funny because it was also in a story setting. So it's like in the cutscene, a Star Wars character is Titanfall running
Yeah,
on a Titanfall map.
It was silly.
It was really silly.
Yeah, it was silly.
But otherwise, I think it looks cool. I like the setting. I like the setup. I think the main character looks a little like forgettable. I'm also like I'm not like a fan of Cameron Monaghan. I haven't watched anything.
He's really
with
good.
him.
He's really good in Shameless. He's
all right.
probably really bad in Gotham because that show in general is just not good. But
This sequence I like a lot because it reminds me of like the best Magneto show.
yeah,
Days of Future Past, where you're at work, you're just trying to work your stupid salvage job, and of course you got to save somebody with the Force, so that sets things off for him. Interesting things. The second sister is the villain. Who was
she's Clone Wars, right?
she's
Or
a-
she Rebels?
She's Rebel. She's a goddamn. No, that's technically Clone Wars. She is a fucking Sith Inquisitor, and I think that's really cool. She was really kind of just shown in the Vader comic, one of the newer runs. You also have Inquisitor Stormtroopers here, which are
They look
badass.
so cool. Make the Black Series.
You didn't watch the thing, but they brought them on stage.
Yeah, I saw that real
Yeah.
quick. There's a lot here that they're not showing. I feel like I think a lot of the game is going to be focused on you being a Jedi, but you don't see a lot of that here. You don't see a lot of lightsaber. You know, they have said very much that this game is focusing on lightsaber combat. They've showed motion capture of a lot of work with lightsabers. We only get a lightsaber reveal at the very end with a pretty big hilt. That's a big handle.
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
I'm curious to see what that means, if anything. Magneto in Apocalypse. That was Apocalypse where he was doing that. Thanks for the Mr. Mizra. I appreciate that.
I never saw that one.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, so I'm still cautiously optimistic because I still feel like there's a good chance that this could be like a 3-hour game. But I don't know.
Yeah, I
Titanfall
mean,
is short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Titanfall 2 was a really good but short campaign. I've also replayed that campaign a lot.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
This being a short game.
Like they say no microtransactions. It's confirmed. No, whatever. Like none of the shit you don't like about EA games. But like what? I don't know. Like what else? That's the thing. Like I feel like there's got to be some other catch, or the game's going to be very short.
I mean, didn't Respawn start working on this before they were totally acquired by EA?
And they're still a partner, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that could be cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just excited to get a single player fun looking Star Wars game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to not sit here and go, well, it is EA. because that's just gonna ruin it for me.
And we'll see more soon. Like,
Yeah.
EA plays in like 65 days or some shit.
Chris in the chat raises a good point. It's being written by Chris Avallone. He wrote Knights of the Old Republic 2, Prey. He also wrote New Vegas. He's just an excellent quest story video game writer. So that is something to look forward to. I think a lot of the chips are in place here. I really also like the in-between stuff. Like, I love that you get to see like a Clone Wars era Venator class Star Destroyer, like in the salvage yard. I think shit like that is really cool.
That's the lady from Wolfenstein, right?
Is it the same actress?
It looks just like her,
It does.
right?
No, I don't know.
Is it? No? I haven't played that game in a while.
Catching up to chat, super chat, Lucas C. Says that the leak that came out, which has gotten a lot right, says it is much longer than Titanfall 2. Okay, good to know. Thank you for that context. Thank you for the super chat as well.
Much longer isn't that much longer, though.
No, Dr. Hitmonkey as well. Thank
Nick
you.
says it is
Appreciate
her.
that.
I'm going to look that up.
And our friend from Russia as well. Thank you for that.
Several people saying yes, it is the same actress.
I'm looking it up right now.
Good to know, because she was really, really cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. She, it's weird that she's, like, in Wolfenstein, did, like, the motion capture and did the, like, just, like, voice acting. But when she's on screen, she
can steal a show.
Exactly. And
Definitely.
I think it's awesome that she can do that in that, like, in a video game. Like, not even on screen, like, really acting.
She has that presence.
Exactly.
That, like, I'm an actor. Like,
exactly.
look the fuck out.
Exactly.
But, yeah, I think that it could be nice. But I'm still, like, like I said, I have no horse in race because I don't pre-order anything, so, like, I can wait until literally the day of.
Did you see, though, that GameStop, I don't know if it's still up, but they listed, like, a $100 version of the game, and it came with 2 Black Series figures?
Oh. I love Black Series figures.
So I'm assuming it's going to be Cal and another character.
Bentley the Brains asks, totally off topic, but I want to talk about this. He says, any news on NBA Street game? Is there any hope? We were just talking about NBA Street. Like, right before we started filming the show. NBA Street 1 and 2 were great. NBA NFL Street was really good, but it was really hard.
Yeah, I
remember. It was, like, almost not fun. But I thought that was really clever, too. Hondro in the super chat as well, thank you, says PS5 needs gyro fine aiming like Breath of the Wild.
Like how you could...
I never really liked it.
Oh,
I
really?
thought that was gimmicky.
I was only able to do arrows with the gyro.
Yeah, I was never into that.
Before we move on, Nick says, can y'all talk about gameplay details with Star Wars? So they didn't go too much into it, just pretty much saying that they were really working on, like, the lightsaber combat and trying to, like, make it so it's easy to pick up, but also make it so it's, like, something that's there to learn, if I remember hearing correctly. Like,
Yes.
it's like you can,
like, progress as you go. Like, you're going to learn. It's going to be like a story where, like, as you go, you learn new force powers and shit. I just hope they give you a lightsaber early enough. Like, I don't want it to be, like, halfway through the game. But I think it's hard. You got to find a balance, because it's got to be fun. You want to swing a lightsaber in the game, but you also would like that build of being like, holy shit, I got the lightsaber.
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
What if they pull a KOTOR and actually give you a real sword?
That'd be cool. Yeah. Vibroblades?
Yeah.
Vibroblades are dope. Sorry. Also, Vader Immortal looks really cool.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's the VR exclusive.
I wish, the Oculus Go exclusive, for now.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't wait online to play it at Star Wars Celebration. It was too long.
Well,
but I was able to watch someone.
Pink Eye that bad?
Yeah, no. I watched someone play it at a booth though, and seems cool. Seems really cool. Very different. It's written by David S. Goyer, so it's still like a like a little VR experience.
David S. Pumpkins.
David S. Pumpkins wrote it. Any questions? So I don't know. I think I like VR experiences, so that's gonna be right up my alley. But that's it's also gonna be right up my alley once it's Oculus Quest first, and then Rift a little after.
Yeah.
Spring overall, though. It also does look like our stream is slowing down a little. Sorry if I'm losing you guys. All right, let's move on though. We'll wait for the chat.
More Star Wars.
The other Star Wars is a little brief, but Chris Avallone, who we talked about earlier, went on record talking about what it was like at Obsidian when they did have plans in place for a third Knights of the Old Republic game that apparently they were going to work on. It was funny that it was not going to go back to BioWare at all, or maybe they just had plans, whether or not they got picked up. And it's very interesting. Essentially, he says that the plan was to follow the footsteps of Revan and learn more about like what Revan had been doing, and also get deep into real weird Sith stuff where like old ancient Sith overlords, like literally ancient beings that are like monsters that are just entirely of dark side energy
that rule parts of like the galaxy or
like and not in like a way like an emperor and like chains of command, but literally just like this like magical being that rules things. I think that sounded really weird. I like the video game experimental shit in Star Wars, so that sounds cool. I like that it's been long enough now where Chris Avallone can just go deep into that stuff.
They just talk about it. Yeah.
But who knows?
What is this a trailer for?
This is for like one of the MMO expansions.
Yeah, this was actually really good.
When the MMO
really good. They always look great.
Let's do a giveaway. The show is rapidly. We're spending a lot of time talking to the chat and super chat. So this is another code. The way this works, Fastest Fingers gets it first. Whoever types it in gets it. If you feel like you're missing out, if you're watching our archived version later on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/GameRanksTV, go enter our regular Friday show giveaway. But what we got right here is World War Z. This is World War Z. It's on Epic Game Store. Sorry, it's so far I've only played like an hour of it. Seems fun.
Yep.
Feel like a little Left 4 Dead.
Sorry, I was going to give him a heads up on how to redeem it, but I forgot.
Redeem it on Epic Store is a little different. You got to click on
the
your
bottom
profile.
left. It's either settings or you click on your profile name.
Profile.
Click on profile and then click redeem code
option.
Yeah. Someone said got it.
Already? Really? You had your Epic Games launcher up just like that?
I mean,
just ready to go?
Mine's always open. I can't get that fucking thing to close.
Really?
Every time, it's always just opening it back up. But I'm excited to play that game.
Shout out to some people being like, Kyle Gruber, Epic Game Store, don't want it. All right, well, free game. Someone else then.
Yeah.
Seems like someone probably got it by now. Chris is watching from work on his phone. Shout out to you, you delinquent. You bad boy. Thanks for being here. All right, so news.
9 Cougar. That's right. There is an Inside Xbox today. Totally forgot about that.
Yes, that's right. Shout out to Papa Jeff. Papa Jeff. Oh, another super chat from our fine friend. That's what I'm going to call him.
This is actually a really good one.
He says, KOTOR 2 was the game that helped me learn English. I was so sick of shitty pirate translations, illegitimate releases in Russia. That's really cool, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way.
I've heard a lot of stories of people like supplementing them learning English with like import American RPGs, like JRPGs, but like the English translations.
Video games can teach you a lot. I learned everything about politics and the military-industrial complex from Metal Gear Solid.
You learned all about nanomachines.
And DARPA, like all this weapons manufacturing shit, dude. Yeah.
Bipedal nuclear tanks.
Yes. Walking tanks that move.
You learned how to
take Soviet Union.
You learned how to take the key to the hot spot and then to the cold spot.
I learned everything about the Cold War and that it had a big electric man. All that stuff, man. Oh, man, the Great Canada live streams. Thank you for the super chat. He says, remember Backyard Wrestling? R.I.P.
Oh, God.
What a wild time. People think that 2019 is like a hellscape. Backyard Wrestling, that was awesome.
During like the bum fights era, right?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. So let's see. For those of you, again, if you're new, we're alternating platforms every week, so everybody gets a shot if they're watching. So we did 2 platforms today. We'll do a giveaway next week for the other 2 platforms. Ideally, PS4 codes are weird right now. Look it up. But the other bit of news I did want to cover, I don't know about you guys, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, yeah, this is very quick.
Sony heavy episode, but it's weird how these things fluctuate.
Really heavy
Xbox ones, yeah.
Yeah, so the news is, I'm a little behind. I don't know. What's the news, Andrew? Help me. I didn't read this.
I forget the actress's name, but she plays...
Janina Gavankar?
Yeah, she's the main character in Battlefront 2, and she also plays a big character in the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. And I think it was at Star Wars Celebration. She just said something along the lines of, like, if you liked Horizon Zero Dawn, like, wait to see what you're going to get in the sequel.
She was talking about there being some, like, wild stuff.
Yeah, I can get the exact quote right.
So I guess that means sequel accidentally whoopsie confirmed.
Did we really think that there wasn't one, though?
I mean, us, no, because we made several videos going, like, here's what we want from it, because we desperately want one.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering Guerrilla Games, we haven't heard what, what they haven't said anything else they're really working on, right?
No, it's not like they're working on another Killzone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I would like that.
I
If it was
got
anything like 3. Man, goddamn.
So a fan thanked her for this from IGN. A fan thanked her for introducing her to Horizon Zero Dawn. To which she replied, "Just wait until you see the sequel. You're gonna die. I know some secrets. You're gonna die."
Wow.
So I guess she's in it too.
Damn, girl.
I was reading. I didn't play the DLC, but I was reading
It's
that.
good. You should check it out.
Yeah, they left.
Frozen Wilds and stuff?
Yeah, they left her just like a little, like her narrative, like a little open, where she can definitely like come back. I think. At least that's what I read. I don't know. I never played it.
I think she's interesting as a character actor at least, because Iden Versio in Battlefront's campaign was very, very cut short, missed potential, but I thought she could have been really, really interesting.
I think she was kind of like the saving grace of that campaign. I think she was awesome. Like her performance.
I wish there
really
was more.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
All right, well then Horizon Zero Dawn 2 I think could be pretty interesting. I really want to see what they can do in terms of trying to make it different from other open world games.
Yeah.
Like really, really different. Because there were some parts of the game where after a while I was like, all right, like I'm going through the motions here.
Yeah, I think that Horizon Zero Dawn's open world felt different for a while just because of like the setting. Like this is just climbing a tower.
Yeah.
But it's so much cooler because it's a
It is
walking
cooler.
like
Yeah.
dinosaur robot tower. But then after you do a few, it's like, oh wait, they just kind of like dressed this up really nice, which kudos to them. They like pulled it off, but
Shout out to Solid Snake in the chat who says that he likes to watch us. Thanks for the kind words,
you.
dude. Appreciate
Yeah,
that. Also, your username is good.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's really it. There's also been some teases about God of War because of that anniversary.
That theme, yeah.
Yeah, so who knows? We could be getting a lot of things soon. Obviously, not
E3 is
announced
right
at
around
E3.
the corner.
What?
E3 is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sony isn't.
Yeah, but they're gonna
They're gonna do
they're
something
gonna do like
close
a direct.
to it. Yeah, they're gonna try and steal the show.
They
either.
didn't put out start doing their own video presentations to not do anything.
You think they're gonna do something? They're gonna try and steal the show before, get the conversation, or do you think they're gonna try and do it after?
It's either gonna be like the Friday before or the Monday of.
Yeah, I wonder. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting time for video games. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of interesting times for video games, we had a really good time with you guys, talking to you guys in the chat. Thank you to the folks in the super chat as well. We really appreciate that. You're kind of like feeding us pizza and keeping our lights on, so thank you. That was it. This is going to be archived later on. YouTube.com/GameRanksTV on the main channel playlist, as long as YouTube doesn't eat it, which I think will be fine. Andrew, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter @AndrewGebbia. You can also find me on Twitch, Hot Fries TFW. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, but not tonight. Taking a mental health night because I am dying.
Well, don't die.
I'm dying.
Tom, where can the people find you?
You can find me on pretty much everywhere, like Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, at that Tom Johnson.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram @Jake Baldino. You can also find a lot of great people over at the Discord, discord.gg/GameRanks. Any other housekeeping, there's our Friday show giveaway in the description below. Also in our description below is a link to King's Coast Coffee. That's like our official coffee of choice. We haven't shouted them out in a while, but if you want to drink the coffee that we drink, it's down there. Other than that, really, we will see you guys soon because tomorrow, before you buy, possibly, and then I'll see you on the Friday show. So I'll see you guys later.
I think you're going to get something new. Like,
I don't know.
because I was like,
we're doing videos.
Yeah.
Did you know?
We're
putting
doing
out
our
videos.
job.
Oh, yeah, we do videos.
I'm so tired.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See ya.